Welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and in today's episode we're going to be looking at, has eBay just killed Terapeak? So last week, if you were a user of a tool called Terapeak, you probably received an email which outlines some upcoming changes to how competitor analysis was going to be changing. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Terapeak is a company which has been going for at least 12 years. And Terapeak is the company which used to license the sales data from eBay and put it into its nice little reporting script and give you access to the data in exchange for a monthly subscription. But it was a fantastic tool. They would take all of eBay sales data and split it out into lots of different categories and different sellers and give you a breakdown of when it sold and how much stuff sold for. You could do searches. It's a very complex tool. It's been around for years. I personally have used it on numerous occasions in numerous different businesses because by far its biggest sales point was the competitor analysis tool. Now, what that meant was you could do a search for your competitors and find out the people who were selling your same products, who were selling the most, who your biggest competition were, when they were selling, what prices they were selling at, and all that sort of information, which would give you a bit of a clue as to what they were doing and how you could do better in your business. Now, the recent changes that have come on, I will actually put a screenshot on the screen right now, and the email that said, "To safeguard privacy as e-commerce evolves, Terapeak and eBay have agreed that our users' eBay seller IDs should no longer be exposed in Terapeak search results." That's the key bit right there, is that now when you're doing your research in Terapeak, scrolling through the sales data, that eBay seller ID is no longer going to be visible, which means that you will no longer know who the competitors are. You'll still get, data relating to how many are being sold and how many a seller is selling, but you won't know the name of said seller, which is ridiculous. It is the one tool which has been used more than any other in Terapeak for the past 10 years plus. In fact, right now I'm just going to put a few screenshots on the screen to show you the different comments, and to be honest, they're not positive. Now, the biggest question which I was left with was why? Why would Terapeak do this? And it occurred to me almost immediately, Terapeak wouldn't do this. Terapeak know that their biggest and best feature is the competitor analysis tool. So why would they do it? The only reason is that the hand of God from eBay has come along and said, we don't want you sharing eBay seller IDs in your data anymore. And I mean, what can Terapeak do? Their whole business is built on eBay's selling data. So if eBay turn around and say, we don't want you to share eBay seller IDs anymore, and they turn around and go, oh, why? It's sort of a big deal. That's what a lot of our members subscribe to us for. We don't care. It's either that or you don't get any data. Shit. Right, we better do that then. So, I mean, that's a bit of a, that's my take on how the conversation went. Which leads to the question as to why are eBay doing this? For the past 10 years, they've allowed this without any trouble, any problems at all. And that line, to safeguard privacy as e-commerce evolves, is about as vague as anything I can possibly conceive. Safeguard privacy as e-commerce evolves. I understand the safeguard privacy bit, but I don't see how the e-commerce evolving bit has anything to do with Terapeak's competitor analysis tool. It makes no sense, and I don't see why. You see, you can see the confusion when even just thinking about it now. It's like, are eBay going to try and build their own tool? Why would they? I'm sure they're making enough money from Terapeak doing it. Why would they then diversify into doing software tools which historically they've not done very well at? Why would they? There's no rhyme or reason as to why eBay would do this. But all I know is it's a hell of a blow for Terapeak. They're going to have to come up with something incredible in a very short space of time in order to keep sellers on their platform using their service, because eBay have just taken away their biggest selling point. It's an interesting one, and it goes to show that it's not a bullying tactic, because ultimately you've built Terapeak built their business on the back of another business, and that business has changed the rules slightly, and now Terapeak have to adapt or die. That is the reality. If you have any ideas as to why eBay would want to get rid of seller IDs in Terapeak, let me know down below, because every single reason that I could come up with has so far drawn a blank. I just don't see why they would do it. But yeah, and let me know, are you affected by this? Are you a Terapeak subscriber? Let me know how this affects you down below, because I imagine, or I certainly know, I've spoken to at least 10 already in the past couple of days who have either cancelled or are going to cancel their Terapeak subscription off the back of this news. This is a huge blow for Terapeak. I'm still not sure why eBay have done it, and it's a huge blow to sellers. Ultimately, having access to the competitor analysis tool was a huge win for a lot of sellers. Yes, you had to pay for it, but for many it was worthwhile, because that data allowed you to make certain business decisions which would ultimately help you grow. And now it's been taken away. Anyway, that's the rant for today. Let me know what you think down below. If you have any other questions, again, let me know. I'll do my best to answer what I can, but also let me know what you guys think. And also let me know what you think about this, because I've yet to find someone who thinks it's a positive move. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that like rating, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching.
Invincible.